In this video, we'll be looking at some of the fundamental settings that will determine the look and behavior of your newsletter, which we'll round out in the next video. So let's jump right in. In the previous series, we've been looking at the subscriber interface a lot, which we access by going into the newsletter module and by selecting the relevant list of subscribers and either hitting edit or double-clicking. And if I were in this view and I wanted to get back to the overview of the subscribers database or subscribers lists, I could either use the breadcrumb path up here, or I could simply click on the newsletter module from the list of available modules in the left-hand column. So when I come into this view, I can select a subscriber list and click on Properties. And here we have a Properties interface where we can, among other things, edit the name of this newsletter database. The next area we have is called Format, and as here we can decide if an email should be in text format, HTML format, or we should give our subscribers a choice of which version of the newsletter they'd like to receive. In the current setup, we can see that we've selected HTML, which means that we're assuming that the recipient's email client is capable of showing formatting such as pictures and links, etc. In many cases, this should be a fine solution because nowadays most email clients can handle HTML formatting. Though, as I've mentioned before, we'll see that the control we have over the final display of our email will be limited depending on the mail client. You may have reasons to choose another format, may want to allow your subscriber to choose text, for example. The advantage of a plain text newsletter is that everyone with an email account will be able to read them, and this will keep the file size small. There's also format possibility here under user-defined, which is called SMS, which allows you to integrate your newsletter with text messaging on mobile phones. In order to be able to send SMS versions of your newsletter, you'll need to work together with another company that offers SMS or text messaging gateway services. I could jump down here actually and mention that if you do pursue this option, it'll be here that you'll insert the relevant gateway provider's address. If you add SMS as an option, the format will be in plain text, and you will coordinate the maximum number of characters with the SMS gateway service. The next section is the layout section, where you have a series of settings for the appearance of your newsletter, plus a couple of functional settings. The first area, Typographies, refers to a list of all the available site layouts in your site, so you could choose a site layout. A quick aside for those of you who are unfamiliar with what a site layout is. A site layout is the design template which affects the overall look and feel of your site, and it's one of the basic 3 design template building blocks. In this case, we've taken the trouble to make a site layout specifically geared toward newsletter. The next option you have is what basic font size your newsletter should be, which could be set in pixels or points. And then we have an option to select a color palette, which is another design tool that could be leveraged here. If there's nothing selected here, the system's default color scheme will take effect, but in many cases it could be advantageous to have a distinct set of colors which are applicable to the theme of the newsletter you're sending out. So we've just taken a tour of some of the fundamental settings of the newsletter subscriber list. In the next video, we'll continue the tour.